We are here and we are ready to begin Domain 8, which is titled Animals and Habitats. Ooh, yes! So guys, just as a background, all living things need food and water. People, plants, and animals are all living things because they all need food and water to stay alive. Many living things also grow and change during their lives and do not always look exactly the same. Do you look the same you did when you were a baby? Yeah, your face probably. I know my face looks the same, but I definitely have more teeth and more hair now than I did when I was a baby. Would you say the same for yourself? Yeah. So guys, no, living things can also, so in addition to changing the way they look over time, living things can also reproduce or make new living things that look like them. So in this domain, we'll learn about different habitats. So habitats are places that offer food, water, and shelter for animals and plants that live there. There are many different kinds of habitats on the earth. Now listen carefully to find out more about why plants and animals live where they do. Oh, this is our tour guide. Hold on. Greetings, fellow adventurers. You are here to learn something new, and believe it or not, I am here to teach you. I know, you may be wondering, what could you possibly learn from a rat climbing out of a dumpster? But I am Rattenborough, the famous rat adventurer. I travel the world looking at plants and animals in all the different places they call home. I'm going to take you on a special adventure all around the world. You're going to learn about some amazing and incredible places and animals. And we are going to start our exciting journey right here. I know. It doesn't look like much, but it's special to me. And it has everything I need. Welcome to my home. No ooh and ahs for Rattenborough. Let's see what he has to say. This is the alleyway where I live. Take a look around. What do you see? There's trash cans, litter, boxes, drains and dripping pipes, old buildings and gutters. It is the perfect home for a rat. It has everything I need to live. All living things need food and water to survive or to continue living. That's how we stay alive. Animals like me also need shelter. A shelter is something that protects from the weather or from danger. A house or an apartment can be a shelter. A tree can also be a shelter. So animals need food, water, and shelter to stay alive. My food comes from these trash cans and the litter on the street. My water comes from the gutters, drains, and pipes, and my family have a shelter down under some steps nearby. All of these things make up my habitat. A habitat is a place where an animal or plant lives that has food, water, and shelter. It's true that my home, the alleyway, is not considered a natural habitat like a forest or a pond, but with so many humans using up so much of the Earth's natural resources, some animals have been forced to survive in human-made habitats. What were those three things again? Food, water, and shelter. Good, thank you. If a place lacks any of these three things, then it is not a good habitat. Animals and plants usually live in habitats that are just right for them. Just as people can't live underwater or in the air, plants and animals can't all live in the same sorts of places. You don't hear about elephants living near the North Pole on all that ice, and you definitely don't hear about polar bears living in the desert. Pumpkins don't grow in the sea, and fish don't live in trees. Not the right habitats. I can tell you firsthand that rats can't live just anywhere in the world. I don't like the weather to be too cold, and I need to live in a place where food is easy to find. That's why I like my cozy little shelter under the steps. It's warm enough for my family and me, and there's always plenty of water, and there's always a good supply of food in the trash. How about we have a look around? You might have a park like this somewhere near your neighborhood. People like to spend time playing and relaxing in this park, but it's a habitat for many other things too. The grass, trees, flowers, and bushes in this park need food and water to live. The animals that live in this park share it as a habitat. That includes the pigeons that fly around looking for crumbs to eat, the squirrels, owls, and chipmunks that live in those trees, the bees, fireflies, and mosquitoes buzzing about, the raccoons and opossums that come out at night, and even the frogs and fish in the ponds nearby. Ooh. This is a picture of a place called the Arctic. Do you think you could easily live in the Arctic with its very cold temperatures and snow-covered ground? It would take some planning. Not many things can live there, but later I'm going to show you some incredible plants and animals that do live in the Arctic. Just by looking, tell me what you see. What do you think the weather is like there? Probably cold? Yeah, definitely cold and snowy. Well, like I said, find out more about that later. Most animals have to live in habitats that are specific to them. But you human beings, you're very clever. You can build habitats for yourself if you want to live in the desert where there isn't much water with which to grow food or to drink. You can build a pipeline to bring the water for watering crops or for drinking. You can have food transported to the desert by road or rail because it would be too difficult to grow food in the desert, and you can build houses for shelter so you don't have to sleep in the sand. In fact, people like you have been able to live in extremely hot, cold, and dry places. So that's what makes us different. We're going on an adventure that'll take us all over our amazing planet Earth. Over the next several weeks, I'm going to show you some fascinating animals and plant habitats that might be quite different from yours. You'll see some wonderful and unusual places where things can live. I can't wait to show you these interesting places, but first, I have a lot to pack. Because we're going all over the world, I'm going to need a backpack full of gear. So, hold on to your whiskers, I mean hats, and get ready for a marvelous adventure. Oh boy, I'm so excited, and I'm glad that we have such a knowledgeable tour guide. I'm sure Rattenborough will take us all kinds of different places. Now, today we discussed that a habitat is a place that has food, water, and shelter for a living thing. I keep doing it because we are living things. We are falling to the animal category, and we're special in the animal category because we can build habitats wherever. Places that people have not always lived and other animals cannot live are accessible to us because we can build habitats. We don't just rely on natural habitats. But speaking of natural habitats, describe Rattenborough's habitat. Tell me about his habitat. Alright, so he's under the steps. He lives there. He's not just hanging out there. What else? Okay, gets food from trash. What's that other piece? So, shelter, under the steps, food from the trash, and water. Good, the drain pipe. So remember, you have to have three things. So you have to have shelter, which is the alley. You need food, which he gets out of the trash. And you must have water, which he's able to get from the drain pipe. More than one, from the drain pipes. He gets his water from the drain pipes. So, does his habitat provide him with the three essentials that he needs to survive? Yes, as Rattenborough described it, it's perfect for him. Not my cup of tea, but I'm not Rattenborough. Alright, so tell me this then. Why can't all plants and animals live in every place on Earth? Why can't a polar bear live in the desert? Or an elephant at the North Pole? shelter, and water are right for them. The pandas live in China because that's where bamboo grows, and that's their favorite food. So plants and animals have to live in a place that provides them with the kind of food, water, and shelter they need to live, they need to survive. Good. So why can't they live in every place on earth? Because every place does not have the right things for survival. If the place does not have the right things for a plant or animal's survival, they're either going to die or move. They don't want to be there. It doesn't work. Everything cannot live everywhere. And that's okay. So my last question is the thinking question. I want you to describe your habitat. Where do you find food, water, and shelter? Okay, so you live in a house, you live in an apartment. All right, cool. And where do you get your food? Walmart, Target. Okay, so grocery store. We have grocery stores. And how about water? Oh, it's in the refrigerator. Is it just chilling right there? Yeah. So we as people live in human man-made habitats. We have apartments, we have houses, we've got stores, we've got water just moving wherever we need it to be moving to, and it's pretty special. It's pretty amazing, actually, if you really think about it. When you think about how many hundreds and thousands of years people have been able to do things, because remember when we learned about the early American civilizations? And we discussed the ways in which the Inca learned how to grow crops on the mountainside, and they used that special foot plow. We also talked about how the Maya people used canals to make the water move where they needed to so they could have bigger and more usable farmland. Yeah, or the Chanapas of the Aztec peoples. Yes, it's amazing the ways in which us, this animal people, have adapted or changed the environment to suit our needs so that we have more habitats or places that we can call home. Now, specifically today, wrong way. I got ahead of myself. I'm excited. No, guys. I got excited. I'm ahead of myself. It's okay. No, that is it for today. Like I said, I'm excited. I like animals. You like animals? You do? Well, hopefully you'll get just as excited as I am as we continue our journey through animals and habitats. But I, like Rattenborough, need to get ready to go. So, see you later.